So how do you handle client relations and client communications in a way that helps the client understand what your goals are, how to work through the revisions process, and what you've set up in order for it to be a smooth process between you, the graphic designer, and them, the client? So this is what I want to talk about right now. This is something I've been dealing a lot with as my role as a digital marketing manager with a history in graphic design. So I got my bachelor's and my master's degree in graphic design. Worked in the industry for a handful of years as a graphic designer, and now work as a digital marketing manager where I handle client relations. I work with a team to produce digital marketing assets like videos, website SEO, email, banner ad. And I had an experience recently with a client that I wanted to share, that I wanted to really help you avoid this situation. So recently we had a client, we had a website all set, ready to go. And I have created a project deck in order to send to the client, and on that deck they have all the resources listed out, and this is in Google Sheets. All the resources, the pages, all that listed out. They can click on the page and then make a comment in the cell next to that page and indicate, hey, this is what's right, this is what's wrong, please change this, etc. It's a very, very fluid system. We deliver it then to our developers and our designers. They can make the changes, and it just is very efficient. And rather than using the sheet, what they did is they printed out the entire website. So literally every single page they printed out, and they handed it to the lead employer, or the decision maker, so to speak. And with a pen, they went through and they marked on every single page the corrections, which, I mean, like, yeah, that works, but as a designer, it's really frustrating to have a perfect delivery process that works very well, that's efficient, that works for your system, and then they just go around it and do something completely different. And it really throws off the workflow, and that, in a sense, will lose you time, it will lose you money, and it will spend you extra energies that you did not need to spend. This is what you can do, and this is what we've been doing in order to avoid that, and that's to over-communicate. So a lot of times we think, well, I just don't want to annoy the client with all my preferences and all my ways I do things. I just want to just send it to them, and just they'll figure it out. But the thing is, a lot of times when you're working with clients, they are not of a technological nature, depending on the client you're working with, and so they just don't understand the intricacies of your system. And so for me, I have had to record videos, I've had to create documents explaining things, and I've had to write specifically in the email like, hey, please watch this video, or please use this form. It's secure. If we're getting credit card information from them or any private information from them, I'll say, these are very secure documents. We can only view them. So you really have to over communicate in order to help create assurance in them that, yes, this is a safe step to take. This is the best way. This is how we will handle these corrections in an efficient way. Now, there's going to be some clients who still do it wrong. And the way that you really counteract this is you have to stick with your guns. You have to really be firm with clients and say, hey, I really appreciate how you made these changes. Unfortunately, they have to be within this sheet. They have to be within this specific thing, or the developers, the designers, etc. Cannot do that. I cannot send this on to them in this way. Now, you use your discretion with your clients. If you know it's a client you can be firm with, if it's a new client and it wasn't like this huge thing that they went through in order to send you their changes. If it's something simple, you really want to reiterate from the beginning of the project onset, like, hey, this is how we handle things, this is what we expect of you. That really, you can really gain some grip right off the bat. So if you're thinking, okay, like, this is really great, like, I understand that, like, I need to set up a structure and a system, and I need to really communicate that to my client so that way I can have efficiency, I can save money, and I can save energy, but I really wouldn't know, like, where to start. And that's what I've taken the time to do. I've created a course, and I've put together all of the resources and all of the experience that I've had over the past couple of years, and I've put that into a course, and it's going to be available in the coming months. And right now, I'm giving away 25 of those courses for free on the early bird email list. So if you head down into the description below, get on the early bird email list. When the course is ready, which is going to be in a couple months here, I'm going to send out 25 of those for free. And anybody else on the list who doesn't get randomly selected will get that at a substantial discount. So you're going to want to get on that list. Head down in the description below, jump on the early bird email list. But really the importance of this course and the importance of what I'm talking about here today is to boost your efficiency, boost the money you will save and the money you will make, and also save your creativity and your energy for the important things. So many times we get bogged down with all these administrative tasks that are unnecessary because we don't have a good system in place. And so from the onset, when you're working with a client, you want them to know exactly what they're going to expect. And so in the course, I make videos to talk about how to prepare them for what's coming, how to make videos, or even use the videos I've made to send to them and say, hey, like, this is the way we're going to do it. This is the system you can follow. It's really easy. It's really efficient. And you can walk them through each of those steps. So have a really solid onboarding process with the client. And so start them off with the easy things like filling in their basic information on your sheets, and then filling in a little bit of more information about, what they're looking to accomplish working with you. And then that way, when they get to the revisions, that way when we get to the changes, they're already comfortable with using your system. And so that's really, you want a step-by-step and incremental system to get them plugged into. And then they'll end up thinking it's super rad, and you're really organized, and you're really a good fit for them because you're good to work with. You know what you're doing, everything's really organized, and it builds more confidence and trust in that client. So again, jump on the early bird email list, head on down there. The course is coming out in just a couple of months. It's getting to the final touches. I'm really excited about it. And if you've seen this video after the course has already come out, jump on that list still. It's going to stay open, and I'll make sure I can get you that early bird discount. So thank you so much for tuning into this video today. I'm Benji Kaiser of BenjiKaiser.com. If you have any questions, any comments, please post those below. Love to get your feedback, and I'll see you here on the next episode.